Alright, you guys, I'm back again. As every Friday, it's DIY Ty. I've got my munch with me. He wanted to help me cook. So today we are doing, we are going to do a stuffed chicken breast. It is stuffed with mozzarella cheese and New Zealand spinach. And we're also going to do a cream sauce, garlicky rosemary blend cream sauce to go over top. And we're going to have some fried potatoes with cheese. Yum. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started. First thing I do, my chicken breast is already stuffed. I'm actually not sure if you guys can see it. So, stuffed. Already done. So now I just go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of olive oil over the top. Not a lot, just a little. My oven is set to 350. I had to be careful. I didn't want to talk and then pour too much. I've got a blend of salt and pepper here, which will go right over the top, which this little guy is going to help me do. Go ahead. Grab some out and put it on like this. Watch mommy. Ready? See? Mommy will hold it. You pour it on. Take it out. Grab some. Grab some. There you go. Good job. What'd you say? Bam. Good job. Put them more. You want to hold it. Are you going to? Whoa, much. Okay, it's okay. Oh, that'll get seasonally close. It's actually not too bad because that side didn't give us so much. Good job. I need a high five. Good job. That's all of it. Okay, let's put this in the sink. And we're going to go ahead and wipe your hands off. Oh, mommy's got a big wipe somewhere here. Hands. Oh, right, big boy. Thank you.
No. Popcorn.
Popcorn? There's no popcorn over here. He wants some popcorn. Okay. Can you go run and play for mommy?
Play, Mama.
Go ahead. Big boy. Thank you. All right. That was my special guest, you guys. So what I'm going to do from here is go ahead and fold this down. Okay. And this will go ahead and get popped into the oven right now. Okay? Alright. That's going to bake in the oven for a while. So, we're going to go ahead and get started on our cream sauce. I kind of want to cut my potatoes up first. But yes, we're going to go ahead and get started on our cream sauce. In 1 second, I need to go ahead and hold on, y'all. I also need to hook up my fryer. I'm going to, of course, use my deep fryer today. This is my Fry Daddy, y'all. Fry Daddy. Look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? He's so handsome. My Fry Daddy's so handsome. Alright, so we're going ahead and getting this cream sauce started. So I've got some butter here. I like these. Like, these are by Land O'Lakes. And you've got the little half ones. Like, they're so cute. These are like 4 tablespoons. Reality is I really only need like 3 tablespoons of butter for this sauce, but that's fine. Like, an extra tablespoon ain't gonna hurt nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and then start getting that melted. And I'm going to, while that happens, get that all around in that pan, like that. While that happens, I've got some shallots here that I am going to thinly slice. Okay. Which I'm gonna make this like very fragrant and delicious. Alright. Now that I've thinly sliced them, I'm going to go ahead and give them just kind of a rough chop. Doesn't matter the size or anything like that. You just don't want big, huge chunks of onion in here. Go ahead, get that chopped down. Alright. All those are done. Butter's actually doing quite well. Okay. So, go ahead. My eyes crying. Oh, I hate onions of all sorts. They make me cry. I'm not a crier. I promise I'm not. The trick is to not rub your eyes. Try not to blink too much either, apparently, because that makes it worse. Yeah. Okay. That's done. Go ahead and rinse my hands off real quick, y'all. Alright. Hands wiped, rinsed off, cool. And dry real quick. Yo, y'all, like, I know I told y'all the trick was to not rub your eyes, but oh my gosh! I'm crying. Darn onions. You do it to me every time. Just break my heart, why don't you? Alright. We back. So, of course, my quick go-to secret, some minced garlic. It's already minced. Don't gotta worry about none of the others. Add that in there. Nice big amount right there. Boom. Done. Woo. Y'all, I'm like really crying here. Okay. Whew. Go ahead and grab my spoon. Want to get those mixed down in there. We want those to start cooking down some. You want a nice fragrance. You'll be able to smell it. Y'all like, oh my gosh. And I shouldn't have rubbed my eyes. It makes it worse. Alright, so got some shiitake mushrooms. I'm gonna stop crying, y'all, I promise. Okay, some shiitake mushrooms. They've been washed and everything. Once again, a nice rough chop. Because this cream sauce is more of like a mushroom and tomato type of cream sauce. I'm gonna add tomatoes in there too. I chose shiitake mushrooms. I like the meatiness that they have and give. Like, they just give something to the world. Okay, so I'm gonna add those in there because I also want those to start cooking down as well. Okay, and a little bit more. I mean, it's not a creamy mushroom sauce if it's only got like a little bit of mushroom, right? Right. So that's done pretty much. Like I said, nice rough chop. Doesn't have to be perfect. Watch your fingers while you do this, you know. All right, mushrooms all in the pan. Last one. Cool. Now that's done. Pepper. And salt. Fresh ground black pepper. Some ground Celtic salt. Not too much. There. Okay. I've got some sweet and spicy peppers. I absolutely, trying to get it to focus, y'all, hold up. There you go. I absolutely love these things. These are amazing. All right. I can smell those now, y'all. Like, can smell all of that. Oh my gosh. All right. Now just like that, I'm gonna go ahead before I add my peppers in. I've got some heavy whipping cream here. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. Alrighty. Actually, but before I do, forgot real quick. White wine, dry white wine. Need some dry white wine in there, y'all. Not a whole lot. Just a little. That's a cooking wine, so it's fine. Don't really take no whole lot. Turn that heat up a little bit more. Really cook off that. Yes. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and open up this can of peppers. And you don't need a lot of these. One is perfectly fine because they do bring a nice amount of heat. Don't want to burn anybody's tongue off. If you like heat, use more. If you don't like heat, or you only like heat a little bit, then reality is one pepper is just enough. And you want to really just kind of dice it up. Like that. Yeah, that's if you have to smell that right now, okay? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, add these in there. Right there. Okay. That's there like that. Boom. And remember, of course, all of this is happening and going on while the chicken is in the oven. The chicken, of course, should be the first thing that you make sure that you put in the oven. Okay? Go ahead and get this mixed around in there. Now, I've got a can of diced tomatoes. You can dice the tomatoes yourself. I decided I was going to save myself some time. Okay? And given that I was going to do that, I got a can of diced tomatoes. So, yeah. As y'all can see, this is going to be a nice, chunky sauce to go right over top. It'll be perfect with the chicken. White cream sauces are always great when it comes to chicken and even fish. Fish is great, goes really good with a good cream sauce. Okay. Now, I really wish I could smell this right about now. So, what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and add my cream. I'm gonna go and start adding my cream slowly. Okay. And mix it, start mixing it. And then usually you use whole milk. However, I prefer a little bit of 2%. Don't ask me why. It's just something about it that I absolutely love. Maybe because it's just not as rich, not as fatty. I don't want something that is like super fatty or anything like that. Now that cream and that milk is going to be used for our cheese sauce for the potatoes. So all of that will end up getting used. Not all the milk. That was too much milk. That was no. Won't need all of that. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like the aroma of this right now is everything in life. Okay. Now, as that starts to cook, I'm going to go ahead at this point and I'm going to let that stay on medium for just a little bit longer. I've got myself some rosemary, parsley, and thyme here that I'm going to go ahead, grab a few sprigs of each. and add that in there as it cooks. This is a twig. Reality is you can kind of let these kind of cook down in there on their own. Now the parsley you want to chop. You want to chop the parsley. And the rosemary, you can add the whole thing in, like it'll get that flavor. I take my parsley and you can see their whole leaves, just kind of mash them together or roll them together and then start to chop them. It's just easier to chop them that way. Unless you've got yourself an amazing cutting knife that can like slice through anything in life, okay? So, go ahead, nice chop. All right. Turn down low at this point. Give that a good stir. Look at this, y'all. Like, oh my goodness, can y'all see this? Y'all can see this. Like, look at it, it's beautiful. Now, mind you, of course, it's still loose. Don't worry, we're gonna thicken it up. In order to make a sauce from scratch, to thicken it, you need a thickener, obviously. So we are going to use flour, some all-purpose flour, which makes sense, right? However, as y'all know, I do the gluten-free flour. Now, before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my tomatoes in. Okay. And I'm using this knife because that way I don't get like a lot of the excess juice that I wasn't able to strain off. Because I didn't fully strain these because I knew I was not going to use the entire can. So for storing, when I put them in a container, guess what? They still have some of the juices in them. Reality is, you guys, you really kind of want to do this fairly quickly. My heat is turned down now at this point. So yeah, just so y'all know. Okay, now also my potatoes are already cut, so I'm going to go ahead and add those into my Fry Daddy now. They have been pre-washed and everything. Probably be in my best bet to do them this way. Now I'm using red potatoes, white potatoes, and purple potatoes, as you guys can see. Like, I just like the color. The color scheme is just awesome. Okay, don't want to overcrowd the pan, a little at a time, and let them do what they do. Now we'll go ahead and add our flour in here. 2 teaspoons here. Don't want to make it too thick. So you just kind of watch it, and if you need to add more, you add more. If not, then you stop. Very simple. Okay, this just to help it thicken up some, so that it's not just runny. Nobody wants a runny sauce. Nothing to it. Okay, and this is actually, if you guys can see it, starting to stiffen up some, so it's not like super runny. Wash my potatoes as we go. So okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this sauce thickened up, and after that happens, which is actually almost there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set it to the side and finish cooking the rest of the potatoes. And then we will be back so I can show you guys how to make the cheese sauce. All right, you guys. One moment, we'll be back. All right, so now we're gonna get into the hickory smoked Gruyere. Now that I've got that half done. Alrighty, let's go ahead and open this one. Open, jeez. I like these fresh cheeses as opposed to those other ones, and I like that they don't, you know that they're fresher because they don't last as long. Pretty sure I've told you guys about that before. So, go ahead and get this grated down. And while I do this second half, I'm gonna go ahead now and I'm gonna add my cream in here. Last little bit of that. You don't need a lot. A little bit of milk to thin that out some. You want that a little thinner. Okay. Let that go ahead and do what it does real quick. Finish grating this cheese down. Because we want this nice and cheesy. Okay. So that's about half of the Gruyere right there. Okay. I'm gonna take those there real quick. And take this top off. Set that there real quick. And I'm just gonna take this entire cutting board and slide what I got here into there. And then all the excess, just gotta wipe it off. Just make life just a little easier. Don't want that to melt down in there. All right, now that is done. I'm gonna go ahead. As y'all can see, my sauce is beautiful at this point. I can't wait to put this. It's nice and chunky, yet it's super smooth. Nice and smooth and chunky. Add something to your chicken a little bit more. Alrighty, so that's my spoon off. I want to go ahead and start stirring this down. If y'all can see, I want y'all to really be able to see this. And it's gonna start melting. It's already started melting in there. Don't forget, of course, like I said before, seasoning is everything in life, okay? You don't need a whole lot. Both of these cheeses already have beautiful flavors within themselves. So you don't need to season a whole lot, okay? Just enough, just a little. All right, now it's important to stir. Stirring is important. You don't want anything to stick or anything like that. Alrighty, and my pan is up high because I really want this to really melt down. Alrighty, so once this is melted down, I will be back to show you guys how I'm going to put it all together. Alrighty, one moment. Alright, you guys, I'm back, and I'm going to take that chicken out of the oven. It is getting done. I've gone ahead and I've set a rack down right here so that it can sit. Oh my gosh, you guys should smell this. I wish you guys could really smell this. Okay, so the cheese sauce is done. The cream sauce is done. So what I'm going to do real quick is go ahead and get a, I wonder what would be. I don't know where it So, got the potatoes on the plate. Gonna go ahead. Woo, steam, y'all, steam. It's beautiful. Okay. Go ahead and add this right over top of the potatoes. Like that. Look at that. Let it focus in. So pretty. Alrighty. Now, mark some for this plate. Alright. And then, for any bacon lovers, you can get bacon that's pork. You can get the turkey pieces, whatever you'd like. I go ahead and I just, these are the chips, because it gives an extra little crunch. Sprinkle those right over the top like that. Boom. A little, a lot, whatever your heart and tummy desire. All right, now that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up this chicken, and I really want y'all to see how it looks in here. It is sticking a little bit, not what I wanted. However, it happens because of all the cheese. So you want to make sure you get all that cheese and the spinach and stuff off of the paper. Off the foil. And okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this chicken so I can add the sauce right on top of it. There's my knife. Reality is, I'm gonna need more so of another spoon. I'm gonna use the tongs to hold it in place. And then just kind of all the way through. Lift it up and put it on the plate. And I want y'all to see this. So, boom, stuffed chicken. And now, I'm gonna go ahead and add the sauce. Just gonna give it a quick stir again real quick. And you just take that sauce and spoon it right over the top. Just like that. I see all of that nice chunky sauce. You've got your spinach in there, your potatoes. So you've got essentially everything. You've got your protein, you've got your vegetables. And yeah, you got your starch. What else do you really need? So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this second piece and put this on the plate also. Another thing I tell people when it comes to sauces, if you have accidentally overcooked your meat, whatever meat it may be, protein it may be or whatever, the good thing is a sauce can help with that. A sauce is really good for helping to add some moisture back or whatever the case is. I would hope that you would attempt to not overcook it. But if you do, a sauce can kind of be helpful. So yeah. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and turn out kind of so that y'all can see this. I'm about to get a fork and knife so tease y'all. Knife and fork. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. And it just don't even really need a knife. That's crazy. All right. Like, if y'all can see this, like, if the chicken is flaky. And that sauce really ties together all of that. I'm gonna taste one of these potatoes with my cheese. Look at the cheese, y'all. And the potatoes are cooked perfectly. So moist and the cheeses combined, that combination of cheeses is absolutely amazing. Alright, y'all. Well, look. We're about to go out and eat. So, we'll catch y'all later. It's DIY Thai. Like, comment, share. See y'all next time.